Hey,
Yeah.
how y'all doing? How's everybody doing? Oh, well, we told you we would be back, and we're back by popular demand. I kind of, but we're going to do things a little different this time. Last time we had an opportunity to ask Ms. Leslie some questions, and she kind of gave us some good information. And so we're going to change it around a little bit, and we're going to have Ms. Leslie ask me some questions.
Wow.
Yeah. So, Ms. Leslie, I'm ready for you. Go right ahead.
Well, first of all, let me say that I had to put on my fur because it's so cool in New York.
Ooh.
Oh, we're not in New York, are we? Oh. But anyway, want to get that New York feel.
Okay.
But but anyway, yeah, we're glad to be back at Playback Sounds Studio.
Right.
December 19th, 2022. Going into 2023 with lots of excitement. And want to ask Mr. Roberts some questions today about his business. And just as I wanted to do that, my phone went away.
Ooh.
But
So-
anyway, let me ask you some things about APN. I know that you are founder, CEO of APN.
And president. Don't
And
forget
that,
the president.
and that stands for what?
Oh, APN stands for the Atlanta Photographers Network,
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, now tell me,
LLC.
before we get into a little more about APN in particular, what about you in particular? Who are you, Mr. Robert?
Oh, where do we start? I'm the fourth child of 11 sisters and brothers.
Okay.
Born
okay.
and raised in
That's
Harlem,
interesting.
New York, right? In the ghetto, right? Left Harlem when I was 18 years old, had the opportunity to go into the military, the Air Force, the United States Air Force, and had a chance to travel around the world. Spent 8 years in the military,
Yeah.
and out of those 18 years in the military, I only spent 18 months, 8 years in the military, I only spent 18 months stateside.
Okay.
So all the rest was overseas. Okay? So I had a chance to go to London, Paris, and France. Did Vietnam, Thailand.
Traveling man. Huh?
Oh, yeah, I would love to travel. But more so than anything else, I love people. And I had an opportunity to meet people. Right? And so basically when I came home, I was fortunate enough to get a good job with Western Union International down at Wall Street.
Okay.
Right? And I worked down Wall Street until I moved to Atlanta, right? And I've been in Atlanta now for, almost 42 years, over 42 years,
Oh my, time passes.
when you're having fun.
Yes.
And I have been having
And
fun.
you had fun in Atlanta.
Yes. And so I retired from Coca-Cola and AT&T, right? And then when I reached a certain age of that magical number of 65 when you can retire and you don't have to work anymore, I started my Atlanta Photographers Network. Because I couldn't stay home. I couldn't sit around. I was always a mover and a shaker, and those are the things that I like. And we've been doing Atlanta Photographers Network now for over 15 years.
15 years, isn't that something?
Right? So,
Okay, well, Mr. Robert, thank you for giving us a little background about yourself. Now, what is APN all about?
Oh.
Atlanta Photographers Network. What is that all about?
well, Atlanta Photographers Network is an organization of photographers, models, and makeup artists, and people who are in the image capturing or enhancing business. You know, we help people find not just jobs, but we help them to develop their skills. So by developing their skills, they become more marketable in the marketplace. You see? So that's what APN is all about, helping people be all that they can be in their occupation, in their dreams, whatever their dreams, goals, or inspirations are.
Okay, well, Mr. Robert, we're coming out of 22, going into 23. So where is APN on its way to now?
You have to understand one thing about me. I'm a big dreamer, right? And most people are waiting in 2023 2022, and then they're getting ready to go into 2023. But I've already been in it.
You're already there.
I'm past that. I'm looking at 2025.
Okay.
So in 2023, we're looking at doing the same exact thing that we have been doing in 2022 and for 14 years, but more, developing more specialized knowledge, helping our people become more marketable, even more so. By getting sponsors, by traveling to different places. Like I said, in the last time we was going to Paris for Fashion Week via London, and because of COVID, we weren't able to do it. But that is my goal for 2023, 2024, is to take a group of people, right? And some people have never left Georgia,
yes.
right? And we're going to take them and we're going to go over to Europe, right? Because there's a whole new different world over there. From Paris to Amsterdam to Luxembourg to Germany to Berlin. And that gives them an opportunity to see the world, right? Mm-hmm. And who knows? They might like it.
Sounds exciting, Mr. Robert. You are taking your makeup artist, right?
Oh, you know it. Can't go nowhere without my makeup artist. Maybe one or two. Or whoever wants to go. Now we can't force anybody. One thing I've learned in business is they got a saying that you can't push a rope, all right? And you can pull a rope, but you can't push one. And that's basically, you can't make somebody successful that don't want to be. We'll share it with you and whatnot, but we can't guarantee that you will go with us. You have to want to go because we're going. We're going.
Okay, well, now, last but not least.
Oh, that was quick.
Well, I'm sure we can continue conversation, but why should any artists, photographers, makeup artists, hairstylists, models, want to be a part of this organization?
I would say why is because basically, one, we've been in business for 15 years, over 15 years. Mm-hmm. We're not the biggest in Atlanta, but we're still standing.
You're the hottest, though.
Oh, we are the hottest. Atlanta's hottest as awards night has proven that to us. And also because basically we're looking at mentoring and developing people that they can become more marketable in 2023, 2024, We're not going to change anything. But what we're looking at doing is getting quality people involved. Because, like we had said before, our motto, quality service for quality people.
Yes.
So that's what we're looking at. We're trying to be, how can I say it, your one-stop shop for all your photography needs.
All right. Well, you seem to have covered everything. Is there anything else you want to tell us?
No, just that we did this last week. I think we did the podcast last week, right? And I was nervous and whatnot. I'm still nervous. I mean, don't let this. I got the butterflies still flying in my stomach. But what I've learned to do is to teach them how to fly in formation.
Yes.
Right? So basically, what I want to do is basically involve more people, the Lord, and do more things. And this is just, I believe, a stepping stone into things that we're getting ready to do, whether it be in business, whether it be in ministry, because we're starting a new Ironman home fellowship for men, because men have issues, we have issues. But, we realize one thing, blessings come from the top down and not from the bottom up.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to work with them. We're going to work with that. So I just basically think that people who are not involved with us, should get involved because we're a good organization. We're a love organization. We're a Christian organization. We believe in the principles of love. I tell people all the time, you can argue with my politics. You can argue with my philosophy. Right? You can even argue with the color of my skin, right? But you can't argue with my love. That's something that so we love them, and we're going to love them to success.
Amen, my brother.
All right.
Listen, what are we doing tonight? What's APN doing tonight?
Are you?
What's on schedule?
We're getting ready to. We're going to have a fantastic job. Oh, this is going to be. I'm so excited I can't hardly explain it. What we're doing is this is our Christmas shoot, as you can probably tell, you know. And what we're doing is we're going to have a Santa's little helpers. You know, Santa's got to have little helpers. I don't mean just the elves, but I mean Santa's helpers. And that's what we're going to be doing, shooting this tonight, right, as we move forward. And each year, hopefully, we'll be doing this on a regular annual basis. Okay. And people can come to the name of this place. I want to make sure you know what this is. Where we at?
Oh, Playback Sound Studio.
That's where, because they'll come back here and we'll have the same thing. Because bear in mind, we meet here the second Monday of every month. And we've got a super shoot coming up on the 9th of January. Super shoot coming up.
And what is this? That shoot?
Oh, you have to come to see. I just can't tell. I can't tell you. You have to be there.
You gonna tell me?
Well, maybe later. Okay, but not in front of the people, right? Okay. As you can tell, we have fun.
It's not a secret.
We have fun. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to get involved in anything that I can't have fun in. You know, and Miss Leslie, she's my director of makeup, but she's a very funny person.
Oh, okay.
You know, okay, she's a very funny person. So I don't know what else. Did I answer all the questions?
Yeah, you really did answer all the questions that I had, and I was just going to let you talk.
Ramble on.
Ramble on.
Yeah, because I can talk.
You're good at it.
Rambling. I know. Damien, is there anything that we need to cover, Miss Leslie? They know who you are? Did you give them their information?
Yeah, I gave them my information before. But,
why don't you give it to them again, just in case?
Well, are you talking about what I do with the organization?
Yes, and who you are, you know?
Well, as I said last week, I am the lead makeup artist.
The director of makeup.
The director
for
of makeup
for
Atlanta Photographers Network. And I love that. I love doing makeup. I thought by now, you know, when you become a grandmama,
don't tell everybody that.
You think that you'd be tired of that. But I love it. It's in me. And it also gives me opportunity to meet people and to relate to them spiritually and as well as in practical ways. Mm-hmm. And I love that. I love that opportunity. And I think that God gives everybody something that they can do and enjoy. And this is one of the things He's given me, and I do enjoy it. And, you know, because I understand that I am free to work with anybody. Nobody needs to be jealous of anybody because we've all got something that we can absolutely love to do. And I think it's especially good to be associated with an organization where people are loving what they do and you all have something in common. That's one reason. Mm-hmm. I really think that people should be involved who do love what they do, especially if they're artistically inclined. You know. So that's pretty much it.
Okay. For me. And let me ask you a question, since you asked me, where do you see APN going in 2023, 2004, 24?
Well, I can tell you what I'm hoping for. I really hope that we get to New York if we're going to stay on stateside for a while.
Oh, we got that.
New York for the, what is it? The
shoot, what?
It just left me.
Oh, we're going in the summer. You mean the shoot in Central Park?
Yes, the shoot in Central Park.
Yes. We'll be shooting.
And for Fashion Weeks.
And for Fashion Week.
Well, the Fashion Weeks, and that's what I'm trying to think of.
Well, see, the Fashion Week in New York is great. I mean, it really is. But that Fashion Week in Paris, that's what we are.
Oh, yeah, well, we are getting to that. But I definitely do want to experience that because.
Well, why don't you tell them to come on and join us?
Yeah, come join us.
Because we'll be in New York in the summer because we'll be shooting at Central Park because they have 3 gardens, the Italian, the French, and the American gardens, and we'll be shooting there. And while we're there, we'll let you go down to Times Square a little bit, do a little shooting down there, you know, Rockefeller Center, you know. Because that's my hometown. Now, I know New York. I've been here a while.
We won't get lost.
Oh, no.
We won't get lost.
We will not get lost. Yeah. And my job is to get you there and get you there back safely. Okay, so that's something that we're going to do, and then also Paris is in the works, and then what I would like to do is continue what we do on the beaches. You know what I mean? Dusk to dawn shoots that we have, and also I'm looking at going up into the North Georgia mountain again.
Yes,
we always enjoy.
Georgia.
We always enjoy that.
Yes.
So we try and do things that will get you involved and get you out of your comfort zones and get you stretching. Because you know we're like rubber bands. We're born to stretch. You know, yeah. Because you take a rubber band and just set it down there, it's not serving its purpose unless it's stretching. So we want you to stretch. We want you to see things, you know. And photographers, well, I want you to capture these events, these places that, you know, the Alps, maybe the Swiss Alps or something like that, or maybe I'll go over to Thailand and shoot some of those, what they call it, the church. We call them churches, but they're different. They're no, there's something I know it, but you have to experience that. It's one thing to read a book and see the pictures, but it's another thing for photographers to be actually there and capturing that image and say, wow, I was there, right? So that's an exciting part of it, you know. So with that being said, I think we have kind of covered everything, you know, and if we haven't, we'll be doing this again. Yeah, you know, we'll be doing this again. And if you have any questions that you would like for us to answer, right, just contact me on Facebook, or you can I'm on the Robert C. Herbert is my personal page, and I'm also under the Atlanta Photographers Network on Facebook and on Instagram. And Ms. Leslie's on Facebook under?
Yes, Leslie-Yvon, that's Y-V-O-N. Yes, that's
and
it on the
Instagram?
Facebook. Same Leslie Yvon, 8707, I believe that is.
There
You know,
you
I
go.
can't remember that number.
Okay. So
I know how to dial it up. But.
I understand that. So with that being said, we're going to say good night to you, but not goodbye, right? Because goodbye is too final. And we want to see you walking the beaches of the world with us. Okay? So without further ado, I want to say, see ya.
See ya. Merry Christmas, Mr. Robert.
Merry Christmas, Miss Leslie.